All right, I've got two different spears here. Okay, I'm gonna show you what we've got. We've got right here the Seahawk. This is special point. This is what I'll wind up using on the alligator, and the reason why, the back of it has got a hook on it to prevent it from coming out. Okay, and then I've got the Sabertooth right here. I'm gonna leave the Sabertooth on the ground. Tim Wells has spent literally his entire life perfecting this, and he sent these to me, so when I hit one, he's gonna be thrashing like all get out. I'm gonna get out of the tree and pick up the Sabertooth and dispatch him. That's the plan anyway. All right, so what we're gonna wind up doing, we're gonna get this thing set up. I'm gonna jump up here and gonna throw a couple of times and just get my confidence up, and then we're gonna move this stand. And so what we're gonna do, we're gonna get this thing set up. We're gonna show you exactly how this thing gets set up, because this isn't an easy task to try to kill an alligator with a spear. All right, boys, would somebody hand me up those spears, please, sir? This is good right here. I'm gonna put both of them up here. All right, so they've got this stand all set up, and I'm strapped in, which is good. And the cameraman's right there about 8 yards away. Got an alligator slide coming up right here. And historically, they have been baiting down here on this spot. We're gonna put the bait down here in a second. We're gonna show you how that's done, because it's not just throw bait down there. You gotta do it a certain way. But right now, they've got a circle on the ground down there, and I'm gonna take a shot. I think that's what they say, X marks the spot. Okay.
Okay, that's in range.
That's in range?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Dead on.
That'll work.
Either one of them will do it.
Now what we got to do, we got to show you how the bait's going to get set up. I think you're going to like this.
Well, I'm going to take and bridle this here off of these trees here. So where that gator's been coming up that slide, he'd come up there to get it. He can't go around a tree or anything with it. And they don't have any cutting teeth. They just take and twist everything off. So they're gonna be rolling and twisting, trying to tear a piece of meat off of this.
Like most animals they catch, obviously a gator has to wait. They like to rot their meat before they eat it, and makes it easier for them to pick off of it and stuff like that. So that's exactly why we're gonna tie this to this tree right here, so Keith gets his shot and they don't just take it and go off in a cave real quick.
And once one starts, it'll be like a feeding frenzy. If there's any more gators around, they're gonna come to it. And hopefully that'll do the job. Give Keith something to pick through.
All right, just got situated, and we're fixing to find out what happens. I practiced, but I did not practice with this on there, so this may booger me up a little bit. I hope not. We're gonna stay put, see what happens. Hopefully a big old alligator's gonna come crawling up here. Alligators, surprisingly, they've got some pretty doggone good vision. And so once you get settled up in the tree, of course I got my safety harness on, spear in hand and all. We got all the cameras ready to go, baits down there. And when all of a sudden you see one, bloop, his head just pops up. You think, okay, it's gonna happen. And he just stays there. I mean, a lot of times these alligators are just, their head will pop up like a turtle. They come out of nowhere and they just stay there. And they don't move for a long, long time. And I think what they're doing is just making sure that everything is clear before they ease up to the bank and try to take that bait. The cool thing about the alligators is once you're patient enough and the gator comes up and basically commits to come to the bait, because all of a sudden all the other alligators in the swamp, they realize, you know what, there's meat up there and we're all gonna go eat, because it's safe enough for that guy, it's safe enough for us, so they all come. And the one thing that really surprised me was how timid the alligators are when they eat, okay? And he turns and then he just very timidly grabs it and swallows it. And I think, wow. And then all of a sudden they get a little bit more aggressive, and then sometimes they grab it and they start spinning it, so they can actually tear that bait off. I could have thrown real easy. There are a bunch of them below me, but there's a giant in the water, and I'm waiting. He is a giant. That is so cool. So I had enough. It's like I had to throw the spear. Got him. Holy smokes. I just stuck a gator. And I got a smaller gator. Now, it wasn't that small. I mean, it was an 8-foot gator. I was happy with it. Look at him. I never in a million years would have dreamed to do something like this. Look at this. Keep in mind, Reptiles will move and move and move after they're dead. But I got me a dead alligator right here. Give him a little bit of Slockmaster insurance right here.
Chief, do what I would do and use the Sabertooth spear.
There you go. That's for the Slockmaster himself. Boom! What do you think of that?
You know, I'm always looking for a challenge when it comes to hunting. You know, I want to make it fun, but I also want it to be a challenge. And this is certainly a challenge. You know, we're at LaBelle, Florida, and the Townsends have got some unbelievable opportunities for hunters, and especially if you want to go with a spear. I mean, Tim Wells has been down here a lot. He's done a lot from down here. Matter of fact, he's the one that had told me about the Townsends. But this right here is a Seahawk. If you take a look at this little hook on the back, it's flat back here where it's not sharp at all, and so when it goes through, it sticks them. They can't get out. It's like a harpoon. So I wound up hitting with the Seahawk, and then this right here, what finished him off is a Sabertooth by Slockmaster and Tim Wells himself. So anyway, take a look at this alligator. It's pretty cool right here. I mean, I wound up hitting him, I guess I hit him right in the heart. Let's open up his mouth, show him to you. Look at that. Okay, saw a bunch of alligators, but this one right here came in. There was a giant out here, and he came up right there, and I thought, man, if he gives me a shot. But anyway, he didn't. But the good news is he's still here. The good news is I still got one more day down here with the Townsends. So we're going to get this guy taken care of, and then I'll be back up in that tree tomorrow. So if you want to come down here to LaBelle, Florida, and enjoy some of this alligator hunting for yourself, get a hold of Townsend & Sons Everglades Outfitters, or you can look them up online at flgatorhunts.com. Hey, Daniel, look at here.
Oh, nice.
All right, how do we get him out of here?
Yeah, so it's a tradition, man. You got to carry him out on your shoulders.
Really? Okay, well, I'm glad I didn't kill that big one yet. Okay. Cool. Oh, yeah. You mean like that?
Like that.
Like that. It's a tradition down here at the Townsend place. I'm telling you, there's a lot of